Freaks and geeks, drinkers, thinkers, ramblers and gamblers, stoners and pet owners. Gather around. This is the Outsiders Social Club, where us misfits, miscreants, outcasts get together and ramble, palaver, prattle, and get royally intoxicated while we do so. So without further ado, let's proceed.
One for the party, baby. Puff on the road, drumming, knock back a drink. There's nobody home.
Welcome back to the Outsiders Social Club. I'm your master of ceremony, drinks with Ron, and guests. Who needs them? We're into hour 3, and we're starting to cook. To no one's surprise, Joe Vegas asked for a top 5 list. I believe it's beers, and if I'm not mistaken, we're about to attack this sumbitch. So get ready.
I kind of thought you were going to say Schmidt's gay.
Wow.
Has anybody else
Why,
got a
'cause it's
top 5
Minnesota?
lined up?
Is it because it's Minnesota beer? Or is it for
Sure.
a reason?
Minnesota beer.
I'll give you a top 5 strains.
Oh.
Strains.
Oh,
but, you know,
okay.
Well, here on the
Yeah.
Outsiders
Oh,
Social
yeah.
Club, we do this thing called How Do You Want to
Joe-
Attack It?
Joe
Right now,
really
we're attacking
cares,
top 5
man.
list of intoxicants, so Hashy's got to take.
I frequently want to attack it. Number 5 is going to be the headband. Yeah. It's a great strain. If you ever see it, smoke it. Number 4 is gonna be the sour diesel, which doesn't really exist anymore because growers only like to grow dense buds, and so you might get a cross of it. But it
Do you have a
grows
favorite
steadily.
sour diesel?
What was that?
Do you have a favorite sour diesel?
I'm just saying the original.
Okay, my
no,
favorite of that when it was at of that time was pink sour diesel. That's why I was asking why.
That's that's a hybrid, you know. Again.
Yeah. I didn't know like you wanted to go just for pure. Just asking. Sorry.
Just asking. Okay.
Just a
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Just a
wanna
question.
know.
Okay.
It's the
Take a
one
deep breath.
weird. It's the one actual like strain I know. So I want to put my expertise on that a little bit.
Yeah, but is it stevia?
Aggressive.
I could
Very
not
aggressive.
tell you what that was at all.
Number 3.
Before I even knew
is,
about stevias.
Number 3 is the blueberry. That's right. It's blueberry.
Oh.
It's blue. It's purple. It tastes like blueberry pancakes. It's delicious.
Oh, that sounds great.
Number 2 strain is the Tangy. That's right, short for tangerine, but it's called the Tangy. And it tastes like, do you guys remember when Altoids
Back in my
came out
day?
with the citrus Altoids?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
talking about?
I do.
Yes,
The
they were
orange
curiously
citrus
strong.
Altoids? Those were the greatest thing potentially that has ever came out. And they had a very strong orange flavor. This weed tastes exactly like that. And so not only does it taste amazing, because it tastes like you're biting into a mandarin, but then it also has the nostalgic ties of something that you can't get anymore, and then it gets you high. I mean, it's perfect.
And then it gets
win,
high.
win right there. That's
It's
a
a
triple win.
Triple
it's a
win.
perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Wait,
And then number
something
one-
beat. So something beats a triple win? That's crazy.
Well, yes, it does, because this one is the perfect high. There's no weed that is better to smoke. It is a sativa. It is a stevia that is not aggressive.
Oh,
It is a stevia that is pure.
I'm out.
This strain, you will.
Do they still make
not
those
find-
Altoids, by the way?
No, they don't make the citrus Altoids anymore. They need to bring that shit back. That's
Jesus.
what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
terrible.
I need it.
Yes.
I need it in my life. The Apollo 11. And the Apollo 11 you won't find anymore because the strain was like made in the 70s and they've crossed everything. So the only reason that I smoked it was because my friend's parents were growing it since the early 80s in their basement, and they'd kept a mother alive. And they
Oh,
were just
wow.
cloning off of it still. The 30-year-old plant, or 20-year-old plant at the time.
Wow.
And yeah, that shit was amazing. The Apollo 11.
That's legit.
But it's like one of those things that's like its genetics are in like so many different strains.
Right.
Joe, like I said, really checked out of this one, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
he
Really
did.
curious. Joe,
Here
give him
on
top
the
five
Outsiders
Joe.
Social
He's
Club.
leaning back.
Yeah. This thing called How Do You Want to Attack It?
checked out. We're collaborating on a sick top 5 here.
Oh, shit.
okay. Collaborative top 5. Okay.
Collab time.
Well, I will mutate this list even further, and what I will do is give you a top 5 of beers that have been my beers over the years. Number 5,
Yes.
yeah, in high school, I used to rock the Milwaukee's Best. Always had that on me. 12-pack case. We used to go to a party where I'd carry it around in a 5-gallon bucket packed with snow. It was my beer.
Peeing in that snow,
I
though.
hear that.
Yeah. Number 4, the High Life. That's been my staple beer. There's still a bar in town that if I walk in and sit down before I have time to say anything, dude will have a High Life in front of me. So that's number 4. Number 3, Killian's Irish Red. When that shit came out, destroyed that
Yeah.
for better part of a year. Yeah.
Number
It was-
2, can I predict number 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yingling.
Oh, no,
How
sadly.
did I forget Yingling? Oh, I'm so pissed now.
Sadly, not in my area, so it's...
I know, but I thought it might be
I
like
only
That's what
drink it
makes
when
that
I'm
was
in
your
New York.
exotic beer because you could get it no one else could. I thought that was your exotic
I
beer.
do like to get it on the East Coast, but no, number
Okay.
2 actually is Blue Moon. I
Love a good
drank the
Blue Moon.
shit out of that. Oh, yeah. Even for my fantasy draft, it used to be every year we'd go up to La Crosse, I'd get a pitcher of Blue Moon to myself, and I would draft. So that was number 2. And number 1... number 1 was actually Citradelic. I think it's from New Belgium Brewery. They don't make it anymore. But I drank like 18 of those one day and wound up in a strip club and in some trouble. So
What is that called?
Citradelic. It was fantastic.
I used to crush Fat Tires.
Fat tires are overrated too. I'm not a big fan of fat
By
tires.
the way, White Sox
as
won
a
tonight.
17-year-old,
I saw that.
Fat Tires were great. At 17,
Right.
that's all I'm saying. It's crushing them.
I know. I had a phase where like I would get fat tire on tap every time where I went, but
No,
then like I
we
had
got
one, and I
12
was like,
packs. We got 12 packs. We had to get people to buy them that were 21. It was dangerous.
Ron, what's your number 1?
Citradelic.
Oh, that was number 1?
That was number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
he
once again,
said.
not paying attention, checking out. It's all
I
good.
thought
Yeah,
he said
like
number 2.
we all heard it.
No, number 2
Replay
was
the
Blue
tape. I
Moon.
could have swore he said number 2.
Nope.
Oh, that was Blue Moon.
Okay, we have a top 5.
A picture of Blue Moon.
Yes, every year I put the fucking oranges all over the pitcher. That's mine. Go get your own.
Justin, are you raising your hand?
yes, because I'm gonna go before you because this will
Oh,
be your
okay.
second top
Oh,
5.
shit. Well,
No
here,
double dipping
on the
yet. No
outside
double
social
dipping
club, we do this thing called How Do You Want
Double
to Attack It right
dipper.
now? We're attacking top 5 of beers of
How
some
dare
sort.
I
Justin,
wanna
how you
get
doing?
2 top 5 ins before his 1.
Number 5, the first beer after your long road trip. You just sit in a chair again after you've been sitting for 6 or 8 hours. Something about that hits something different.
It does.
You've been on the road, you need a beer after that.
Not bad, not bad.
Number 4, the shower beer.
On our
Generally
list.
after
It's on our
a
list.
long day of
Don't
yard
understand the
work,
shower beer.
I love a good shower beer, Vince.
I kind of don't either.
Don't get it.
I don't love it.
It
like
has to
when-
be in the right mood, but that's the reason why it's number 4. It's not any higher.
Ice cold
In the right
beer,
mood,
a hot shower.
It hits so
yeah,
well
just
that it just
sweating bullets. Oh,
relieves the stress
Can't get
away.
down without.
Nope, it's good.
if Troy was here, I'd ask for a ruling, and I know which way that ruling would go.
Well, Amanda's gonna give you a ruling in a minute. She's in for those.
She agrees
Number-
with me.
Number 3, the deck beer.
Oh.
You're outside on your deck, just chilling, some tunes, possibly grilling. Nothing beats
Nah.
it.
Coley, this
You
is
say a
an East-
boat beer.
Coley, this is an East
We're all
Coast guy.
going
Coley,
to
don't steal
throw
anything.
beer cans at you.
Fuck you,
This is an
boat
East
people.
Coast
Okay.
guy. We don't have a lot of decks out here, you know. You don't have a lot of decks.
That's true. Yeah. Nobody sits outside here.
Yeah, just cook in the sun. Ah,
Number 2, the beer you first open on the first Sunday of NFL football season.
That's a
Budweiser?
good
You
one.
got-
That's a good one.
You got
Pretty
18
good.
fucking weeks nonstop of football. 22 if your team's actually any good. That's the beer of any. That's the beer to start off the season. Let's go. It's just
Yep,
perfect.
that
Yes.
kick, whatever goofy time your games start,
Your
they
game
kick
may not
that
be
ball
on,
and you crack.
But that season starts. It's good.
What's great
Yeah,
about that
Hold on.
is cracking beers at 10 a.m. because that's
That
when
is so
football
good.
starts here. Yeah.
9 a.m. sometimes for me when I'm watching. 6 a.m. for you guys when there's a London game.
Justin,
Noon,
it's
man.
pretty good,
Noon.
except it doesn't age well because now with gambling and sports being played all the time, it's lost its luster a little bit. Like before,
I mean, if you're degenerate, sure.
when we were younger, like the first game of the season was the biggest deal in the world. Now it's like, you got sports all the time, you got gambling all the time. But I see what you mean.
I don't know, like as much as like, and even now, my team's doing well in baseball. There's something about football season starting off that still just is, it's here. It's just a moment where it's here. Like even baseball, like the opening day beer, it's a good beer too. It doesn't hit the same way as opening night or for NFL kickoff. It doesn't.
Oh,
for
and
me.
you're going to be doing it on a Thursday night. This year.
No, it's the Sunday kick, man. That's when football's really going. Not
Number
till
one,
foot hits that ball.
a free fucking beer. There are 3 kinds of beer in this world: a warm beer, a cold beer, a free beer. Nothing beats a free cold
I
beer.
work with, I
any
work
day
with
of
a
the week.
guy just like you who any food that's free, he likes it. Any food he has to pay for, he's like, it wasn't that good.
It's overrated.
Exactly. Nothing beats that. Like you just walk into a party, you walk into a tailgate, someone hands you a beer. That beer is special. You didn't pay for it. You're a part of something now. It's good to go. It is perfect every single time, no matter the moment, no matter the day, no matter the hour. It is perfect every single time.
All right, Justin, do a quick recap really quick because Amanda didn't hear all 5.
Number 5 is a first beer when you get off a long road trip.
Like you've been driving, you get there, you pack a beer. Yeah, good one. I like that one.
Number 4 is a shower beer.
Yeah, it's on our list. Hold on. Chill. Okay.
Number 3 is a deck beer.
We don't have a lot of decks out here. Is what we said.
Number
Okay.
2 is a beer to start the NFL season with.
And then number 1 is a free beer.
And number 1 is a free beer.
Solid. I think we did better collaboratively,
All right, I like a collaboration. Let's do it.
but we're about to find
Should
out.
we wait for the? Look at that! They all show up at the same time.
Look at that.
I was
Well,
should we wait for them?
Here,
On the Outsider Social Club, we do this thing called How Do You Want to Attack It? Right now, we're attacking top 5 beers. We've got a collaborative list. Joe, Vegas, and Amanda, what you got?
We have an OLI.
Oh,
OLI. A boat beer, only because she's never been on a boat with a beer. Because I was screaming for it higher up, and she's never done a boat beer, so we.
Both
decided
beers
to
are
put-
solid. I have to give it to them. But this is the fuck boat people, so I didn't want to put it on my
Oh.
list.
Fuck boat people, but you know what? It's kind of fun to drink on a boat.
that's true.
Absolutely true. Absolutely
That's
true.
what-
But it was the fuck boat people podcast. I didn't put it on my
Maybe
list.
that's why I harbor a grudge. I don't get to
Right,
drink
so
on their
I'll-
boats. Maybe that's my problem.
Number 5, beach/pool beers. We
I like it.
Yes.
we couldn't decide. Pool
Like
was
that.
higher than beach, but we decided to combine it.
Okay.
Generally
Makes
the
sense.
same. My thing is, you kind of really can't drink on a beach, depending on where you are. Depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, in Mexico, you can for sure.
He's too much of a
Okay, all right.
That's why he says you can't.
I mean, this isn't an insult to me. But, okay. So, rule follower. That's why she says.
You're a rule follower? Oh, shit.
Oh my god, yes.
Stop it.
Ha.
But if it's in a red cup, no one knows. Don't worry about it. Number 4.
We're
Right. Like, let's help.
Huh?
We'll help you count.
No, they look like they're in a debate right now.
4 is concert.
Okay.
We're collaborating. Number 4, concert beer.
Which beer number?
I happen to have been at a concert with her that was awful, sucked.
Oh, we remember that.
Beer made it better. So, depending on your partnership with a person, you might enjoy beer. What? Another fireball? Look at you.
Yeah, might as
Did
well.
said band start with the letter W?
No, it wasn't the one.
An
I didn't
N with the
see.
letter R.
No. Haven't you guys seen my John Mayer tweets during the
No,
concert?
I knew what you were talking about, but we want to talk about another part.
Concert beers,
Another
Wait, you went to a
concert beer.
John Mayer concert? I think we need to like dive into this for a
I was
second.
dragged
Huh?
there by my better half.
Oh my God, Amanda, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Wow.
She's
She
She's
loves-
waiting on the
amazing.
world to change.
He did not play
He
that
didn't play
song.
that.
Right?
He only played deep cuts. What a douche.
It was amazing. It was like
You checking out the Wonderland? I mean, what's happening?
I mean, Justin, in retrospect, I maybe shouldn't put concert beers that high. It got me into trouble. Okay, number three.
Dead.
Number three, shower beer. Shower beer.
Bear with
Sour
me.
beer.
Fuck.
Well done. Coley, again, not my thing as much as it is her thing.
Solid placement for the shower beer.
Our top two, though, are
I'm telling you, man. Post yard work shower beer could be one. If you're saying it's post yard work, it's number one.
number two.
Shitty fucking head.
Number
Beer.
number two, airplane beer. I mean,
I've been waiting for that.
doesn't get a
Thank
lot
you.
better than that. You get on a plane, you got nothing to do but sit in a box for 3 hours, drink. You know, the only problem that can come with that is like if you're old like me, you have to pee, but worth it. Get the beers, you know.
That's a good
But
one.
of course, that leads into number one, which is airport beer. It's the best thing ever.
Yes.
In fact, I'm
It
stunned that
is.
she and I haven't been thrown out of airports.
Undefeated.
Every time we've been there.
The first thing I do after like I get to my gate area is like, where am I gonna go sit and have a beer?
Well, yeah, Coley, you and Troy are airport beer Hall of Famers. So-
Love an airport beer.
Is there a better thing than an airport beer?
No,
I found
I
a-
make all kinds of friends.
North Carolina's airport, Raleigh has a brewery in it, and that was
Ah,
delightful.
Nice. You even go to a place like North Dakota, they have like 2 beers and 4 gates. So you're good.
I'm not gonna lie, my train beer on my only
Ooh, a train
trip
beer would
Oh.
be
is
good.
delightful too.
Oh,
beer.
train beer. Interesting.
Just we just lump it all in traveling beer. You're traveling beer. Give it to me.
A conveyance beer.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
An automobile.
We're doing one
Yeah,
more thing.
exactly,
We're doing
that's
one
what
more
I was
thing that's
thinking.
never been done
Road
before.
soda. Oh.
We have an
Road sody.
extra. We have an extra off the board. None of you will understand number one beer,
All right.
and that is
Okay.
a beer outside the stadium as you're winning the Stanley Cup
And it's
beer
poured all over you.
with about 10,000 other people for the Golden Knights, where you're just chucking full beers up at each other.
That sounds awesome.
Not a Golden Knights fan, though.
Who's not a Golden Knights fan?
You.
Yeah, yes, I am.
He
Are you out
says
of your
that like
mind?
everybody is. Like,
The
who?
team, the team
who's
was 2
not
years old. It-
a
you can't
Golden
be
Knights fan?
I've been
Well,
here
doesn't
their
count.
entire existence. Would I not love my child if I was there his entire
What,
existence?
4
Yes,
years?
I would.
How long has it been
That's
there?
different.
3
Did you
years?
just
4?
compare the Golden Knights to your child?
He
Well, I
doesn't
don't
have a
any
child.
kids, so yes, I would, Justin. My point is, I've been there for their entire existence, 6-7 years.
Oh, 6 or 7 years.
And I'm telling you guys right now, watching a team win it and you're just whipping fireball bottles and beers at each other is fun. Plastic.
I long for that day for the Orioles. I long for it. I've seen
Justin
it
might
twice
die
for the
if the
Ravens.
Orioles win.
Oh, I will be a different person. I don't know what I will go fucking full insanity. If we win
Ron,
the
do you
World
want that
Series.
list? What's the event where you might get close to dying from partying too much?
Number one is absolutely the.
What's this
Orioles' World
clipboard
Series.
he has, by the way?
Yeah,
It's
what do you
very
want?
official.
Huh?
It's very
Are you
official.
you're a PE teacher all of a sudden? Like,
Taking-
what's
He's
taking-
happening
drawing
here?
up plays. He's drawing up inbound plays.
Did Patty tell you to take notes for her?
You don't know, but this has actually been your performance review, so I've got notes on all you fuckers, and it's
Ron,
you're
you're
not gonna like what I have
know
to
I'm
say.
just crushing it.
Performance review.
There's that raise, Ron.
I had to write stuff down, or I'll never remember it.
Hey,
Ash, that's so funny what you just said.
Coley, what did that guy say to your? Oh my God, what is that? That works in sailing?
Apparently, he's first place in my book.
Babe, what do you think about this guy? Would you do him? This guy. Would you do this guy? He's helping us.
Oh.
That was
the
pretty good.
Guy with the
Oh no, she wants
That's what's called the motion in the ocean.
She wants to do the pole vaulter guy instead. Who knocked over the thing.
Oh yeah. Yes. For
Coley,
sure.
what did Amin say? Is he going to join us tonight?
The last I texted him was at 8:35, so I haven't gotten anything back. I'm sure he's gathering up his child and going home.
Did you tell him we were still going though?
You
said you were
still going. I did not, because
You
I
said you were
asked you
going.
guys.
I
then
said
they're
say
like,
it.
Ron-
I said you have to say it. A
yeah,
certain
but
way.
Ron was like,
Ron said he's gonna be out.
around
Ron
said
too
he's
much
gonna be out.
longer.
Ron,
I got one more bit, and then I'm.
Ron, you got the best heart of all of us right now. You're good.
So
Breaking
much
news.
hard.
Yeah, he's got heart doctors and everything.
You got breaking news?
The news.
What's breaking
Chicago
news?
White Sox won.
Steve Martin.
They broke the streak.
Steve Martin. Joe said like 10 minutes ago.
I don't believe it.
I
wasn't
definitely said it.
Yeah,
I wasn't
future,
here.
future.
What about-
Oh,
Ron,
you have quarter
Might-
headphones. You own the
might
wireless
not have been
ones.
there, yeah.
What about Steve Martin?
Joe said it 10 minutes ago because it happened like 10 minutes ago.
12
What?
minutes ago.
Yeah. Well,
When?
sorry.
Did he
12 minutes
die?
ago.
No one died. What are you talking about?
Yes, Billy Bean died.
Are you guys fucking with me, man?
Who
Billy
died?
Bean died though. Legitimately, that's a real thing.
When?
Today, he had
What?
leukemia. Yeah, he battled like
Oh,
leukemia for like 10
wow.
You
years.
said that
Yeah.
way too happily.
I
That was,
had no
that was a
right.
Marty Schottenheimer died moment.
Yeah.
He had leukemia. You're just like,
That's how it would sound if
He's
Jerry
riddled with it.
Reinsdorf died. I think all of Chicago would have a fucking celebration on that motherfucker.
Sorry, I got excited because like we were talking
That's
about killing people. And I
bad.
was like, no, someone really did die.
Well, now we can bring him back for hot ones.
I don't know if
It's just
sad.
I guess I'd watch it.
Justin, I heard you hit hash with Steve Martin. Well done.
I did hit him with it because you said it. We
He
talked
was
about
only
it.
8 years older than me. Oh, I know why. Because he was MLB senior VP for diversity, equity, and inclusion. They offed
'cause he's
him.
gay.
Clearly.
You conspiracy corner sounder. Don't
Right.
have that. But what I do
Aw.
have,
I was gonna
had
say,
a-
won't you hit the sounder and say conspiracy sounder?
That's sad though. I am sad to hear that. He's too young. I mean, people die too young all the time, man.
And now, a half-ass podcast exclusive, Conspiracy Corner. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
I actually
my
don't have
sounder.
one of those, but what I do have is I went back to work today, actually. So I thought we'd make a game out of this because when I got to work, of course, I had to fire up the computer and open up the email. So
Ew.
That was a mistake.
I have been
Yes.
gone 39 days. So what we're going to do,
I can guess.
we're going to have you guys guess how many emails in my inbox after a 39-day absence, but we're going Price's Right rules this time. Closest
Oh.
without going over.
Without
So
going
let's go
over.
around the room
Hold on a
and let's
second.
get your guesses.
May I use a calculator to how many days? 39?
Yes. Yes,
May I use a
39
calculator
days.
to calculate what I
You
think.
use
it
a
would-
goddamn abacus if you have to.
What?
Whatever, compass and protractor, line it up with the moon, whatever you got to do, man.
I don't know what's funnier, like 2 emails or 2,000. So that's what's confused me right now.
Well,
like
I will give you the baseline of that. I started with 7, so it's definitely
Okay.
more than 7.
Okay.
Oh, question from someone who is in the industry.
Yes.
What's your position? So you can paste your emails on that.
I'm
Is that cheating?
No, I mean,
No.
Troy didn't get Troy.
It allows context.
Troy didn't
Okay.
get this info, so we'll say that. But yeah, that's fair
Okay,
enough.
so it's cheat. Then no, don't give it. Then if
Keep
Troy
the
didn't get it,
we're gonna
you
keep
know,
the playing field level.
we gotta
Okay.
keep the playing field even.
Hash says
You know.
no, you can't give the position.
Because Troy already
Got
Yeah.
overruled, Joe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Troy-
like
if
that's like going to the NBA finals and saying, no, you can't know your opponent until you walk in the door. It's stupid.
It's
Well, Troy already guessed. I mean, if you want to disenfranchise Troy, I mean, you go right
against Troy?
ahead.
I have my top 3 Troy
Yeah.
names when you're done, by the way.
Oh shit!
All right. So,
So
we're not
again-
gonna get your
All right,
title.
Joe, give us
No.
an answer.
39 days, 39
Yeah.
days off without going over.
I'll go last.
No, you can't go
No,
last.
no,
you're
you go
going
first.
I wanted the title. I don't get that, and I have to go first.
Yeah, you were already talking. You had the mic.
Quit being
Yeah,
a
you go
bitch and just say a number.
Fuck you all.
Ask Amanda.
234.
Yeah, she was in the industry. How many did you say?
Justin
Said
234.
234.
See, his
234.
clipboard's coming in handy now.
That is.
Look at me writing.
Did you
All
put
right,
Justin's name next to
We're
it?
going.
I did. Well,
Okay.
We're going 968.
968 as a team.
968
Okay.
for Joe.
For
Yeah.
Joanda. Okay.
Joanda.
Or Amando. Which one are we going with?
Man Joe.
Amando.
Man Joe.
Amanda. Oh, I love it.
Amanjo? All right.
Amanda.
You're going to be happy I had this clipboard by next show. You're like, I wrote all that down. All right. So I got Justin, I got Amanjo, I got Troy.
What's Troy? What did Troy guess?
Oh, Troy guessed. Well,
Oh, you didn't hear about Troy?
yeah, you know what? Since he went first, that's only fair. 773 was Troy's guess.
Okay. Hash, what do you say?
Bad deal, Troy. R.I.P.
So 40 days, essentially.
Yeah, 39.
And 40 nights.
Great Josh Hartnett movie.
Thank you, Joe. I was excited about Josh Hartnett. Thank you.
You set him up for that.
Justin always knows me.
When was it?
I'm going to go with 250, Bob.
There's no fucking way it's only 200.
By the way,
250.
Buzz
I don't
haircut for
know.
Josh Hartnett,
Office
not a good look.
dynamics, I've never
Okay,
had an office
so,
job
Like
like
what, Josh
that.
Hartnett?
Nothing to gauge it off of.
Ron?
Yes.
Yeah, Ron, what was Joe's guess again? 9 what?
Amanjo went 968. Yes.
I'm
I
gonna go
have my guess on my
969.
Oh
You
shit!
son of a bitch.
She $1 him.
A quality,
my
quality number.
That's why
Wow.
she wanted me to go before her.
Hash did
Brutal.
like the slightly above $1 make. He went 250, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I was like, all right, well, I have no frame of reference. here,
Ron,
so
me
I'm gonna
neither.
go with one of their votes.
Ron, before you give it, this
Yes.
is not an official pick because I collaborated with my better half. I was gonna go 1,044 on my own.
Okay.
I would have said
Alright.
2,106.
Well, and I will
I would have
also.
said something totally different too. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I will tell you that before I opened the window, I also did guess, and my guess was 1,001.
You only had 7 emails? Shit.
Well,
Right?
Yeah,
No,
What
that's
the
where
fuck?
it started. That's what it started at.
yeah. That's I
That's what it
gave you the
started
baseline.
at. Oh, thanks, Justin.
This is where
You're
it started
right,
at.
you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna... All right, let's take a look. Got a little time lapse going on.
23, 75,
All right.
81. What? How many days is this?
Some shoddy camera work.
25, 170.
Ah, there you go. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Anyone
I'm
in the
good until
200s, what
700.
the hell were you thinking?
Love this time lapse.
I do.
You recorded this?
No, we're getting closer.
Yeah, he's not recording the number though. For a second.
Right, it was out of frame. We're getting it. Coley wins.
Well, Ron guessed 1001.
Wait, what was it?
Yeah, what was it? I don't know.
$9.95. So Coley,
Hey,
Holy wins.
$1 to Manjo, and that's a win for Coley. I don't.
Yay.
Wow.
I think.
Take it.
I don't know. I feel like I should give her some more unmuting time.
you better get a mean,
Yes, I get
on here
something.
tonight for that.
We gotta add 15 minutes of unmuting time. I think that's.
So,
fair.
question
Love it.
though.
Put it
how
on
many
your
of those-
clipboard.
I got it.
How many
I
of
got
those emails are relevant to you?
Like
I deleted all but
7.
That was his focus inbox,
Four.
not his
Four.
spam.
4. Hold
there
on.
were
So that's
4 from my direct
my guess of
boss.
1 is correct.
I don't have a
So,
spam
hold on.
inbox. I just get all
4
of them.
divided. What was the final number? 996.
995.
995. Hold on. So then we have. That is 0.4% of the emails that you got were relevant to you.
Yes.
Not even
Only 4 of them
1%.
were relevant.
4
That's
that I didn't
great.
delete. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
there was
Who
the
things
fuck is
probably
emailing
that I need to
You
read.
know?
District
Kamala Harris.
I mean everybody. I'm getting shit out of Madison, out of Milwaukee. It's just it's fucking.
I mean,
disaster.
can we get a little credit
Madison
here?
and Milwaukee.
She was 968. I was 1,044. We almost fucking nailed it, and we still lost.
That's cool. Well, shit, it's my email, and I lost. I was at 1,001.
Wait, what?
You're off
did I
by
say?
6.
Yeah,
First
but
one?
I set the parameters before I guessed, and I said without
You
going
said
over
prices
this
right
time.
names, yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying,
normally
though,
I
you
don't.
were all pretty close, though, Ron. You
I
pretty
was-
much nailed it.
I had an idea. Yeah.
Pretty much is close is only good in horseshoes.
Horseshoes and hand
or
grenades.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
Horse
dad
vaginas.
does that all the
Yeah.
fucking time.
You
That's
get
what they
close
say.
with the horse vagina.
That's what I heard a man say.
I hate being
Yeah.
a loser.
This was post nom, of course.
Post nom, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Want to have a third beer, but I should probably go to bed
Yo, you
because
ready for
I
some
do
one
have
more?
to work again tomorrow.
Ron, just one
Yeah,
more.
so do I.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
Ron,
go.
Yo,
come
you ready
on.
for
Yeah,
some
like
Tubi?
the
Gotta
rest
ease
of this
into
week.
work.
The rest of this week, I gotta go back.
Ron, I got a
You
full,
shouldn't have gone back
I got
on a
a full
Monday.
beer.
You should have gone back on a Wednesday.
I got a
Yes.
full glass, Ron. Just do
I
one.
had
Holy
Ease
Tuesday.
into it.
Tuesdays are our slow days, so it was
Okay.
all right. Yeah,
Justin's in for one more because he's got a full beer.
they
Who's
did a
in for one more?
surprisingly good job, I'll say. So I
Go in
feel-
on a Thursday. That's a good way to start.
It's actually what my doctor suggested. He was.
Yeah.
I finally
you should've
saw
listened
my
to him.
primary. This guy, he's like, he's from Mexico, so he's got that accent. So he's reading my notes from rehab, and of course, they're harping on me about the beers. Only two beers a day is all you get, and of course, I got to let them know that I smoke a lot of weed. So I mean, you don't want to lie about that. I mean,
Worse.
when I have a miraculous recovery, it'll be like credit the weed, So they had to make sure they put all this in the notes to my doctor, and he's like, "Yeah, the 2 beers, you definitely want to keep the marijuana. I don't care about. I don't." It just went right on past it. It's like, all right, you're
So
my new
even
primary.
doctors say weed is fine.
Yeah,
My
a lot of
doctor
doctors
does.
think it's
Hey.
totally chill.
You don't give a single fuck. The marijuana, I don't care about. It's like, God damn it, David, we're on the same page here.
It's amazing that prohibition
Good doctor.
is going to cause a
Yeah.
bunch of people to kill themselves from drinking for years and years to come.
Right. Well,
And
you
yet
can't
we all
destroy
thought
an
weed-
industry, It's
We all thought weed was the problem for so long, all
I
throughout the
mean,
90s.
when the propaganda machine's cranked up to tell you that. Yeah, it's not hard to come to that conclusion.
Oh, that'll solve our population problem, according to Mellon.
That guy.
I know.
No more cirrhosis of the liver.
Let's see. Do I got have I got the grievances sounder on the board? Oh,
I
that's
thought
what
the Civil
sucks.
War. I thought the Civil War was going to fix our population.
Oh my
problem.
God, he
Well, it probably
keeps
will.
talking about that.
He's a
New
smart
World
guy.
Order.
He's one of
New
the
World Order.
dumbest smart guys I've ever seen.
Because he's not smart.
That video that Justin sent to our group chat, and you just saw the guy tear that Tesla truck, Cybertruck apart. Oh my God. What
What
the
a shit
cheapest
show.
piece of shit vehicle I've ever seen. I'd be
Do you know what I did
pissed.
to my
Those things
84
start at
Sunbird?
$6K.
Yeah. Oh, I slammed that door because it wouldn't shut. Do it like 15 times in a row. Like, oh, the seatbelt's in there. I gotta, oops. Oh, yeah, now it shuts. Yeah, it didn't fall apart, shatter glass, and lose trim.
Right.
Fuck.
That was attached by glue.
Yeah, little dots too. They were you know, the supervisor was like, hey,
Save on that
hold
glue.
on, back up on the fucking glue.
Right.
Made
don't
it
need
glue
a
money
ste-
over here.
You don't need a steady bead. It's just like a little here, a little there, a little there.
Right. It's gonna spread. Jesus, settle down.
Go spread.
Ron,
Yeah.
are you getting out of here?
Yeah. I should
Okay,
get
before
out
you
of
do,
here.
my top 3 Troy phrases.
Oh shit. Still got the auga on.
Number 3. Well, Ron.
I do
Dot,
love
dot,
that.
dot, dot, dot.
I do.
Number
I
2.
do.
Number 2. Spoiler alert, he's dead.
Solid. Solid.
And number 1. It's not a movie podcast.
Yeah.
Also could be interchanged with it's not a sports
A
podcast.
sports podcast. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do his laugh. Oh, Ron, we do got a special one tonight.
No, he says, "Oh,
That's pretty good.
Ronaldo."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good too.
No, sometimes it's Ron, but when it's Ronaldo, it's a different level. When
Yeah,
it's Ronaldo.
you know we're about to get
You know-
hit with it.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't cut the impersonating Troy part of the podcast.
No, for sure.
Like,
Keep that in.
whenever, yeah,
It's
whenever
the best part.
Troy says that, because he's saying like what the under over on drinks is, and you hear me
It's over
giggling,
under, not under.
it's
over.
Yeah.
the
It's
under
legit.
over. He said when he says Ronaldo, that's why I'm giggling. It cracks me up every
time.
single time.
Yeah.
Ash, you got a Troy? You got a Troy ism?
Kids, no pets, no plants.
Ooh, you got Amanda with that one. She liked that.
My favorite Troy is actually super obscure, and it hasn't. It's more actually in the more beginning of the show, but it's cued off of him telling some kind of story, and it's always, well, I couldn't possibly. And then he goes in, I couldn't possibly do whatever thing, in the storm and what you
Couldn't
people
possibly
do.
do cocaine off the backside of a prostitute in Brazil, but
Dang.
And,
there I was.
Right?
I couldn't possibly, but he's really
I just
backed
texted-
off on that. But that was
I just texted Troy to let him know that we just did Troy isms.
I would tell him to sign in.
No,
Where
he's
is
at
he? Why
He's at baseball.
wait,
Got
what?
in my sights.
with all the racists?
No, they're homophobes.
At baseball.
Oh, sorry.
That's true.
Sorry, homophobes.
Get it
Thank
right.
you,
come
Justin.
on.
Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wrong,
get-
bigoted.
If we're gonna get our
viewpoint,
bigotry
my
right,
bad.
we're gonna talk about bigotry on here. Let's get it right.
Well,
Right
this
part of
has,
bigotry.
and this has
I'm
been.
not a racist. I'm a
Let's get the right,
homophobe.
let's get the right ism here, you know?
Okay. Go ahead
Joe,
and get a beer.
speaking of problematic movie moments,
Yeah, go on.
I just watched Animal House for like the, I don't know, 10, 15 time.
everything in that is problematic.
And I've seen it like 60 times. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
like,
10?
it's just, but like the
Wasn't the
scene
girl
where
that
obviously
passed
the
out?
girl passes out in the bed and, he has the stuffing in his hand.
The
and then it's
angel
finally-
and the devil.
That's problematic too, but I'm only going by the director here for showing the girl topless when it's finally revealed 30 minutes later she's supposed to be 12 or 13. Like, that is way more problematic than the angel and devil. Hey, yeah, fuck her brains out, whatever. Like that's bad enough. But like,
I think she
when
was
it's revealed-
14, but it's still
she
that
was, like,
bad.
but she was like
wasn't
12 or 13.
12. No,
No, but she was
wasn't 12.
she was supposed to be a 12 or 13-year-old. Like that's the like oh, nice to meet your daughter. Yeah, she's 13.
See you
and
around.
it's like, yeah. So
So the
that's-
scene
Kitty,
towards the end
wait,
where they're
wait.
all sitting like
I've got
in the animal
magical
house
powers.
and they're trying to figure out.
Oh, Hash,
Check
you
it out.
see this asshole biting me?
Oh, oh, oh no! I turned the board off. Oh no!
got
I muted
muted.
everybody and I didn't get to. Oh, damn it!
You
See
did
what
us.
I-
You gotta do it in post.
See
Joe-
what I've done?
You're holding them the wrong way.
Are you kidding me? What do you mean
He
holding
just
him the
want-
wrong way?
He just wants love.
Hash, there's no way to correctly hold a terrorist, okay? They're still going to blow up your house.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Wait,
There's no way to correctly hold a terrorist. And just as
I do want to share this though about Animal House because I watched a thing on I think Netflix about like the guy who wrote that, and
Yeah.
he started off like anyway what
That was a
his,
really good
his
movie.
life career was. So yeah, so towards the end of the movie,
That was good.
when they're all sitting in the house and there's the nerdy guy that's got like the green and cream shirt on with the, like weird haircut, and he goes, well, what are we supposed to do, you morons? That's the guy that wrote and directed the movie.
Yeah, yeah. He's the
I
dude
didn't
that
know
leads
that
the
until recently.
leads
Yeah.
the parade when
And
he
leads
hijacks
the
it.
parade. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
such a
You know, crashed through the
doofus.
wall at the end.
What age is worse, Animal House or Revenge of the Nerds?
Revenge of the
Nerds. Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds, like maybe once or twice.
Oh, I used to love that movie. What? How prophetic. He
Ain't
gives that
seen it.
speech at the end about how the nerds are gonna take over and they're the future. Uh-huh. He fucking
That was
told
ahead of
them.
its time, right?
Called
Way
that
ahead of
shit,
it.
didn't he?
Didn't he? Yeah. Then he went on to be on ER. What a time to be alive.
Excuse me.
Time
He
to
went
be
on to
alive.
play Goose and have one of the most tragic deaths in a movie ever.
I ain't
Top
seen
Gun,
it.
baby.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, I never saw. The
I mean,
first one,
Ron,
sorry.
sorry.
You haven't seen the first one yet, neither, has she?
You want to give your most tragic movie deaths ever before you leave, or should we save it for the next
Oh,
one?
let's just end on a downer. Let's do that.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do that.
Why do I keep
Talk about who
shutting the
died.
soundboard?
Okay, we'll do it on the next one.
Downer, yeah. I'm drawing a blank.
maybe,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
G-
G
sure.
Baby
Start
is
with
number
down.
one. You're all fucking liars.
Excuse me, Marley from Marley and Me.
Never saw Marley.
Horrifying.
That's such a
Ah.
good one, Joe. Yes.
killed
That's
the
such a
dog
good
baby.
one.
You know what the most
Marley
G-Baby
painful
is a good one.
G Baby. G
G-Baby's a
Baby,
good
so
one.
sad. I cry every time Keanu Reeves is like, when he put his hands up. Like, no, every time. Lose it. Don't give a shit. Cry every single time. Not afraid to admit it.
I
It's
think the
so
number
sad.
one, the number one is Blue.
From old school.
You're blue.
my boy. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say-
Yeah.
I thought Ron was gonna say like Old Yeller and just show.
I
us,
thought you were gonna say
I ain't
Bambi. I'm
seen
not gonna lie.
it. No.
even though we're the same age. Because Ron's only seen 7 movies in his life.
That's not true. I watched so much Tubi.
There's
That's dumb.
there's a scene in
Bad.
Friends where it's like there's a scene in Friends like Bambi's death didn't like affect you. It's like, you mean when the illustrators just decided to stop drawing the animal? I was
I got one for you guys. Do you guys remember Patch Adams with Robin Williams?
Yeah.
oh,
you my
the ending
boy!
is so sad. The ending is so
So-
sad.
Oh yeah. So the blonde doctor woman. Oh,
Yeah.
Ron's gone.
Yeah.
When she was killed
Ron didn't want
by
Pet.
like the psychopath guy.
Yes.
Ron
Yeah,
didn't
that
get
was
his
sad.
Patch Adams spoiled.
I have the muting power now.
Ron was
Oh.
like,
My favorite scene from that movie is when they
You've been muted.
When he's coming into the vagina, like with the legs
Wow.
in the building.
that is
yes.
the scene. That is so the scene.
Yes, careful, it's slippery when it's wet. Like it's
That's a good one.
it's just so like
You can
perfect
say
humor for him.
vagina. It's
I don't think you
okay.
can do that now.
You can
Yeah, you
talk about
can.
tampons. You can talk about menstrual cycles and vaginas. It's okay.
You guys like the movie Patch Adams?
vagina, penis,
I haven't
penis,
seen it since
penis.
it came out.
Right.
The reason I asked
think
is
I've seen it
because
Twice.
Patch Adams was widely despised by critics, but I think liked by the public. That's like the perfect.
Because he's so
Rotten Tomatoes
funny.
movie.
He's so
Well-
funny. Everybody loves Robin Williams. He's so
Yeah.
funny.
It's the perfect Rotten Tomatoes movie because critics hated it.
Are you guys gonna kick it for a while? I don't have to
Yes,
end
I can.
I don't have to end the meeting, but I need to go take a shower.
But you're gonna go to the bathroom and come back?
Well, I was gonna go
take a shower?
and then go to bed.
Shower beer?
You know, no beers. in the
Ew,
shower.
don't do that. That's gross.
I gotta work at really early in the morning.
It's not
Holy
gross.
shit.
I have an important
Joe.
meeting at 9:30.
It's
I
not
have to
gross.
be at work at 6 a.m. So you know what I mean.
And then
Patch Adams has a 21% from the critics on
that all?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay,
21%.
What's Rotten
that's
Tomatoes?
amazing.
I just
That's
said
terrible.
that. Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
He means
Oh.
what's the
73% of the audience. 73.
Okay, so that
I didn't.
was-
I could
so
not
was
imagine
right.
that being a qualified move for Cinephobe.
That's
and that's
so like that's
So-
such a yes. Come back when you're done with your shower, okay?
And say bye.
okay. Bye.
So I
That's
was right that it's a
crazy
good one
that
for
critics didn't like that movie.
I don't get it. Now it's been a
I
long
don't
time that I've
either.
seen it, but
I-
I remember even as a kid enjoying it because again, Robin Williams' humor is funny. I remember
was
being
so
sad
funny.
about the
I'll
ending
tell
of the
you
movie.
why.
I understood it. Like I don't understand how you can like knock that movie.
I'll tell you why. You ready? I read
Yeah,
a couple
tell us.
critics that, because remember, Justin, this is my prime movie watching, 99, 98, etc., where critics said, if I'm dying, don't you dare try to cheer me up. So critics were making it about themselves. I swear to God. They were like,
Oh,
if I'm on death's door, don't put a fucking red nose on and try to make me happy. So like
yeah,
they
but the
couldn't
red
give me
nose was for kids.
no, yeah, I get it.
It was for kids
But what
that
Joe
were
is
dying
saying
of
is that
cancer.
but what Joe is saying is the critics made it about themselves, which a lot
Absolutely.
of critics
Right.
do.
Yes, I'm agreeing.
A lot of critics fucking
You're
do that.
right. They made it about themselves.
I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that movie.
That's right, he is.
Yeah, and
Isn't-
he was
wait,
a
isn't-
dick too.
Yeah. I had such a perfect question for a meme. Like I have like a 2-part question essentially. Because I don't know if you guys follow Cinephobe, but they do Cinephobe top 5 or CT5. Look at the doggy.
High
at Pancake.
pancake.
That's Cindy.
Cindy. I don't know,
Oh.
it's going in and out because of the green screen, so I couldn't really
The
see.
dog that I don't recognize.
I didn't know there was 2 dogs. I thought there was one.
Right. Okay, so go ahead, Justin.
They have a CT5 that they do every other week, and I was going to ask a mean CT5 basketball players in Cinephobe history, and Philip Seymour Hoffman being in Along Came Polly, it's got to be in that top 5.
Oh,
Rain
okay.
dance.
Wait, top 5 best?
Well, like that's what I was gonna ask him. Like, do you want to do a
Well-
top? That was gonna be my suggestion to him. Actually, was like CT5 best worst. But then I was gonna ask him a
What does CT
CT5
stand for?
Cinephobe top 5.
Oh, okay.
Those.
Okay. Just
So the other,
You gotta be
thing
in
was
the
gonna be the other thing was gonna be Cinephobe top 5 Cinephobe
Can I say
characters
what my
that would be basketball players, not necessarily
Mm.
actual basketball scenes or players, because like they did blue chips and semi-pro, so you can actually throw in like basketball players. But I mean like Nicolas Cage in whatever movie they did as like your point guard or whatever. That's up there.
I would want to do top 5 best and top 5 most memorable because it's very different. It's very different. Philip Seymour Hoffman is obviously in the top 5 most
can I
memorable.
can I just say what my favorite movie of his is?
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy's Charlie
Charlie
Charlie-
Wilson's War.
Wilson
Yes.
Charlie Wilson's War. He was
It was in my top
phenomenal.
5 of
Here
Tom
you
Hanks
That's
go.
movies
my
because
favorite of his.
the dynamic between him and Tom Hanks is so good in that movie. It's so good.
Yes. And when he tells that story at the end too about how, well, we'll see, and he just keeps going, like he just nails that part from start to finish. I loved his character and he nails
I don't
it.
know
That's
if
my
we
favorite
actually.
movie of his.
I think we did eventually after Joe came on talked about Philip Seymour Hoffman being on Hot Ones, but he would have been absolutely great on Hot Ones. I think we did. I can't
I
remember if we did talk
agree.
about him. He wasn't mentioned the first hour / post game before Joe arrived.
It's so sad he fucking died of an overdose. Like, what the fuck
Well,
are you
like-
doing, man?
He can do so many different roles. He can perform the most serious of roles, and obviously he won an Oscar in Capote. I mean, he can do the dumbest, silliest roles again. Sandy Lyle and
How is
Along Came
Boogie
Polly.
Nights not on your list?
I just said just two random roles. I just went with two random roles of being serious and being goofy. He can do it all. That's what I'm just saying. He won an Oscar
Yeah,
for Capote. That's all I was
Joe.
getting at. That's all I'm saying. He won the Oscar for Capote.
Sorry, Coley. Sorry that nobody on earth would say Charlie Wilson's War is his best role. Okay.
I'm
It
not saying
is.
it's his best, but it's a really good role.
I
Again,
am.
but everything he does, he nails. So it's hard to
perfect.
say it's just like hard to say
What's-
oh, this is his best role. But like
What's better
again-
than Charlie Wilson's War?
he's
Nights.
Joe?
he's so fantastic in
Boogie
Moneyball.
Nights.
He's so fantastic in Along Came Polly,
Almost
where he's, like,
famous. Almost famous.
almost famous. Like
crushes.
he's got so like because he nails every role.
Well,
That's what
no,
I'm saying.
I
It's
think
hard to
you're
say
bringing.
like
I think you're bringing
That's
up a
good as
good
Charlie.
point. There isn't a single role we can say about him where we're like, wow, he sucked. There's not one.
I believe that wholeheartedly of John Candy too. I think John Candy crushes every single role he does
Yeah.
because it's written for him / he brings out in the character, whatever it may be. I think he nails every single role.
Farley then too, right?
I think there's quite a few actors and actresses that can fall into that bucket. It's not like a real unique thing. I mean, look at Tom Hanks, look at
No, I
Julia
think it is. No.
Roberts.
Tom Hanks did Lady Killers, sucked. Awful.
Before any of that, he did Booze and Buddies and he was fucking amazing. Give me a break.
Yeah, but
Again,
I'm
but
just
we
saying,
said
like,
every role. And-
Tom
and
Hanks
like,
has some duds. He has some great things.
I did not like Mr. Finch or whatever it came out on Apple. I didn't like
Tom
that.
Hanks has like 5 great things better than anyone else's 5 great things. What I'm saying is Philip Seymour Hoffman has no bad performances.
No bad takes.
He's just like, even in Along Came Polly, which is not a good movie, he crushes.
It's a great movie, by the way.
It's not a great movie,
No, it's not a great movie.
but he crushes it as a great basketball player.
Rain Dance.
The reason why I brought up basketball playing is that Philip Seymour Hoffman, Michael J. Fox, Tom Cruise, and Cocktail are 3 so bad basketball players that I'll never forget that they might be in my top 5 basketball performances on screen ever.
Wait, you said Tom Cruise and Cocktail and then said basketball. What are you talking about?
Yes, he's shooting a basketball.
He plays
during
basketball.
a
movie,
scene,
yeah.
and he's so clearly bad at basketball that is hilarious.
I didn't know that. I
And
don't
they
remember
have him
that. Hey,
making
did
like
you
7 in a row.
did you see that Tom Cruise is doing some sort of closing ceremonies stunt because the next Summer Olympics
I
is
heard
going
about
to
that.
be in the US. So he's
LA.
gonna perform some stunt. So we're gonna get spectacled by him really soon. And he's an
There's-
old fucking man and he's gross. And I don't really give a shit about him.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's been in a lot of things that I've never seen or even heard of in my life.
Okay,
Go on, Theo.
list them.
All right, so he starts off with an episode of Law and Order, like everyone else in the fucking world.
Really?
does. Yeah, 1991 was his first acting gig in Law and Order. Then he did Triple Bogey on a Par 5 hole. Which
I thought Twister was his first.
Justin.
You're listening to the Outsiders Social Club on the Half Ass Podcast Network. Now you know that.